I just got tired of seeing people generalize being a project manager, especially beginners. And when you ask them, they'll be like, I'm a tech project manager. Tech is big. Which tech are you? Is it fintech? Is it edge tech? Is it agri tech? Is it marketing tech? Is it health tech? Like, there are just a lot of them. And for me, right, I will not say I learned the hard way because I wanted to do everything. I wanted to be everywhere. And it drained me. I felt stuck. And honestly, I was not growing. As I mentioned yesterday in my video, my last video, I was like, I had to like pick a side. I had to tell myself, guy, pick a side. And I chose I chose EdTech because it aligns with what I love, learning, real structure, real impact, and all of that. So everything became more clearer. I work with the right people, I work with the right clients. I have better approach on how to align my project because I know where I'm going and I know what I'm doing. And that does not mean that I have not worked, or let me say, I haven't done work outside EdTech. I have, but I still picked a side. And here's the thing, right? Too many people want to be everywhere at once, and they end up being average everywhere. Because for me, right, focus builds more confidence. Like it gives you confidence, and clarity gives you more results. When people ask me what makes me different, I'm a project manager. I work in tech, ed tech precisely. I do not just work on projects. I plan with purpose. Because when someone says, no, go like this, I know I can't go that way because that's not where I'm headed. So I already have a clear picture of where I'm going and where I am headed. So if you're someone who is just starting out in project management or any career at all, just pick your lane, grow in it, and when you're ready, explore, expand. We have 35 days to go. Today makes it 35. I am so glad. I'm so proud of myself. Let me give myself the accolade because I deserve it. Okay, guys, so it's a baby girl, Mulika, your favorite project manager. So basically, it's guaranteed. If I could go back to my first year in project management, I would tell myself one thing: don't choose a career you do not understand. As much as I'm still young in this field, right, I sometimes blame myself for not doing proper research before choosing a career path. Because, for me, right, nobody guided me. I just had to find myself. Looking back, I just laughed because I actually thought getting any job was the goal, right? I didn't have alignment. There was no purpose. And the fact that nobody asked me, nobody told me to ask myself, why do I want this job? Why is it this industry? Does it align with my strength or my interest? I went through everything. Like I did data analytics, I did marketing, I did teaching. The feeling when you are working so hard and you're not moving forward. And the craziest thing is, after school, what I was told was, get a job. They didn't tell me this is how to get a job. If I knew what I know now, I would have created a career plan for myself where I get to ask myself these questions. The necessary questions like, why is this career? Why is this role? Why is this company? How is the job market like? And if I am being able to answer those questions, I get to have a clear direction. With my career plan, nobody can decide for me because I know what I can do. Sometimes we don't even know how capable we are until we try something. So for me, right, life threw me into project management. And guess what? I chose it because we are aligned. So if you are just starting your career or you've been there, but then you just need that crystal clear path, all you need to do is to ask yourself the whys, what, hows questions. How those answers actually align with you. Guys, this has been going so great. I'm so happy. I'm glad I've been able to share my experiences, my lows, my moments with you guys, and I think we've been connecting. So guys, I started being a freelance project manager because I got tired of feeling low, being all over the place, chasing everything and mastering nothing. So I decided to pause and started planning properly, intentionally. Because for someone who manages projects, you should be able to manage yourself in terms of your growth, your failures, before you even manage anyone or any project. If you have been following me, you will notice I once transitioned into construction from tech. And honestly, I didn't leave because it was tough, right? Construction is a process and I respect that. But deep down, I knew my foundation was in tech. And I had to ask myself, Tokwe, why not sharpen what you already know before jumping into something new? So anyways, guys, I'm back in tech and I'm currently working on a learning management system software. And it feels right. For me, right, it was not confusion or failure. It was a learning curve. I've actually been shouting this learning curve since how many days now? And I realize sometimes that misalignment is just simply life pushing you to re-strategize. You don't need to do everything. All you have to do, or all you need to do is, align your skills with your purpose and give yourself room to grow. That is exactly why I created this challenge for me to share my moments with you guys. And not just the win moment, not just the good moment, but the low moments as well, so that we can all learn together and evolve. So if you are struggling in your career or you're feeling misaligned, all you have to do is to, pause. You have to pause, re-strategize, and ask yourself these two basic questions. Are you competent for the path you are on? Number one. And two, is it time for you to upskill? I know what it feels like to pick a career, work for years, and still feel like nothing is moving. There is no promotion, there is no growth. Everything just seems to be in one cycle. And it is so frustrating when you are doing everything right, but somehow it feels like your effort is not reflecting in your progress. I've been there before. And that is when I became more intentional. I started asking questions, talking to seniors in my field, even learning from the ones who are way better than me. Let's not forget the power of AI. Many people see it as a threat, right? But trust me, if you know how to use it efficiently, it will be so good for you. I literally built a full presentation slide within just a minute. What would have taken me days or even weeks to do? So let me even share this experience with you. So there's a friend of mine, she's also a freelance project manager, and she got her first ever gig, like her first ever live project to work on. And, thankfully it was all great, right? Like the project was successful and they were celebrating. The client, the team were all celebrating. And guess what this girl said to the client? She said, could you believe this project is actually my first ever live project to work on? Please, who asked her to say that? The project is successful. Nobody asked you. However you achieved it is none of nobody's business. Like, it actually got to me. Now, the trust is broken. The man never gave her any job again. Now, imagine if the job was not successful. She would have wasted the man's time, the man's money, the man's effort, the team. If your career feels stuck, take time to research, specialize, and understand what truly makes you stand out. And if you've done all of these and it is still not clicking, maybe it is time to try something new. So guys, today is the 27th day. We have 33 days to go. I hope I'll be sharing my experience, my moments, everything with you guys. So some people still believe they need to be a genius or have a bunch of certificates for them to excel in their career, especially with project management. And honestly, I used to believe that too. I thought only the smartest, most certified people are the ones that grow fast in their career. But then with time, I realized that, learning is not about being born smart. It is about building habits, staying consistent, and being curious enough to find answers. So let me give you one funny story. So there's this guy that I met in a BRT bus and started talking like old friends. Those people you will meet for the first time and the energy will just click. Exactly my point. So this guy, so we started talking, you guys, and it turns out we're actually going to the same location. And guess what? There's a way things happen. This guy is the executive assistant to the client I was going to meet. We were having the meeting, talking about the project, having a process, okay, how's it going to work, the process flow and all. Then there was this thing this guy was doing in that meeting that amused me. This guy was like, he literally was adding Jara to my conversation. Do you guys get like, so the client saw the way he was acting, that it looks like the executive assistant is pleased with me handling that project. And guess what? I managed that project. So it's a brief project, right? But I was given that opportunity. And I'm not saying it is not good. It is good to be a genius, right? But with the right mindset, the right approach, and with the right people around you. If something or someone is not saving your growth, cut them off. Just stay where you can learn, where you can grow. Don't pressure yourself. Sometimes opportunities don't even come from certificates. They come from the conversations you have, the efforts you put, and you being present. Anyway, let me say this clearly. Being a project manager is not about managing tasks. It is about understanding and knowing how to manage people. You can have all the fancy dashboards, all the frameworks, all the certifications, but if you can't manage people under pressure, your project will manage you. And many project managers rely on tools to fix what empathy should handle, and that is where most of us get it wrong. I once worked on a project that everything was structured, right? Like the timelines were fine, the deliverables were on track, everything was just going fine. But I realized that the team was disconnected, and I was trying to figure out what is the problem. And the situation where let me do my home part, let that one do a home part, me too, I'll do my own part, like that situation. And I had to just pause everything because it was really affecting the work. And I had to call everyone individually. And this time around, I did not talk about project. I did not talk about work. I asked them, how are you doing? How is life? How is life living? What have you been doing? What have you been up to? How are you? Hope you're eating well. Like, I asked them personal questions, right? And could you believe that just that I did made everybody to come back together? But it worked for, let me say, 85% of the team, right? The remaining people saw the way other people were working, and they had to tell themselves as well that, no, let's work well. So everybody was aligned. Results don't come from the perfect process template that you have. It comes from, people want to feel heard, they want to feel seen, they want to feel guided. And if you truly understand people, results follow naturally. So if you're a project manager or an aspiring project manager thinking the way you communicate is the best that will make you stand out, or if you have a very nice process template that is all looking dazzling, you've missed it. Your real tool is empathy. It is fine. I'm not saying other tools are not essential, right? They are. But you need to know how to manage people, how to understand people. I'm sure. So guys, yeah, I'm Mulika, a favorite project manager. So basically, this guy.